For the last week, I've done 100 push-ups every single day. Here's what I learned. Day number 1 of doing 100 push-ups every day for a week. Today was a push day, so I'm not gonna do the push-ups in the morning. Instead, we're doing them later on in the evening. This may or may not work in my benefit because I do have a workout scheduled for tomorrow, but at the same time, it felt better, or at least it felt more rational to do push-ups further removed from doing the push day. So without further ado, let's get to it. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, but it felt pretty good. Hopefully we can get these A cups up to a B cup and stop looking like a bird-caged pussy. So stay tuned for days 2 through 7. Hannah's apparently doing the challenge too. If she makes it past day 3, I'll buy her an entire cake. Alright, day number 2 of the push-up challenge. I'm not really expecting a ton of results here, but I do want to make sure that I emphasize the point. I'm really trying to see if I can finish doing the push-ups quicker, and if it gets any easier as I go along. I know that I've been working out for a few years now, so chances are I'm not going to have a bullet chest by the end of this. With that said, I do like to accept new challenges and try new things, so we're going to go ahead and keep on pushing. Day number 2 shall commence. A little under 6 minutes. That was very slow. I really thought that this challenge was going to be easier, but I'm hoping by the end of this week we can get under that 5-minute mark. You can see on days 1 and 2, the struggle wasn't too bad. I mean, admittedly, there was a little bit of fatigue, but nothing crazy, and I feel like I felt it most after being done with the push-ups. This trend continued for the next few days, but there was some struggles towards the end of this challenge. You'll see that I was starting to have issues with my right elbow, and that was mostly because of some external factors. Alright, day number 3 of filming 100 push-ups every day. So far, I'm feeling okay. Like, I don't really feel sore or anything, but definitely excited to see what the result of all of this is, because I've noticed that getting in that little pump definitely makes me feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It makes my shoulders and chest definitely emphasized more, but no more than you would if you were to go to the gym and just kind of pump out some reps. So let's get it underway. All right, 100 push-ups, day 3 in the books. And I feel like it's getting a little bit easier, but definitely winded afterwards. Might consider starting to get a little pump in before I take these thumbnail pictures. I'm looking good. So stay tuned for day number 4. Day number 4, doing 100 push-ups every single day for a week. So far, I gotta say, this is the easiest challenge that I've done. Of course, I'm also comparing that to doing 20,000 steps, and that's the only other challenge I've done. However, I don't feel like I'm too sore, but I also don't feel like I'm getting any crazy gains from this. I do feel like it's nice to have that pump in at least once a day. It definitely helps in terms of anybody going through body dysmorphia or something like that. It might help, boost your ego a little bit, make you feel a little bit bigger because you're a little bit more pumped up. That's enough talking. I'm gonna go ahead and get my push-ups in. So I didn't hit record, but I did 12. But I'm gonna do 100 because it doesn't count if it's not on tape. 3, 2, 1. All right, 5:04, my time's getting better, but that still felt like shit. In terms of actually getting them done, I just felt like that was slow. Big mistake doing this after I ate dinner. It almost came up, so we'll see you on day 5. All right, day number 5, time to do my push-ups. I'm gonna say that so far I'm feeling pretty good. My triceps have started to feel a little bit more sore, but not necessarily throughout the day. I felt it more during the workouts. For example, today I had a push day, and I was definitely feeling a little bit of tightness in my triceps. So that's something that I was kind of overcoming throughout the day, but no big deal. Overall, feeling pretty good. Not seeing any crazy progress, but we'll let the before and after pictures decide. That went way quicker than yesterday. Felt good. One thing I am noticing is my form is starting to break down on those later reps, so I definitely have to get that cleaned up. But definitely excited about the progress. Seeing them get done quicker and things like that. So stay tuned for day number 6. Around day 6 and 7, I was having some struggles remembering to do the push-ups, so I had to go back and persevere and get those done a little bit later on in the night. However, to no one's surprise, I was still finishing them, and honestly, I have to give a shout out to Hannah. She managed to do the push-ups 7 out of the 8 days. And when I say that, I mean that she missed one day, but she made up for it the following Monday. So props to her. All right, it's day number 6 of doing 100 push-ups. I almost forgot today, I'm not gonna lie. It's 7 o'clock, so definitely the latest that I've done push-ups so far, I believe. So let's get to it. And 100. Day number 6 in the books. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling it this time, but I felt like it went pretty quick. This morning I was waking up with somewhat of an impingement in my right arm. And it might be because of the push-ups or because of rock climbing, which happens a lot from rock climbing just because you're hanging with one arm. So day number 6 in the books. Hopefully the impingement doesn't last too long. I'll see you all in day number 7. Day number 7, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired today. We went on a hike and that was pretty much most of the morning, but we're not gonna stop on the push-up journey. I'm gonna go ahead and time my time today, and we're gonna see where I was at from, day 2 whenever I initially timed, because I forgot to do day 1, and see if I've gotten any better at all. I know I had about 4 minutes in the middle of the week, so I think that was day 4, and relatively quick, but I'd like to see myself get under 4 minutes, so let's get to it. Day number 7, and we got 4.5 minutes. I think that's close to the best time I've had. If not, it is the best time I've had, so not sub 4, but not terrible. I'll take it. Through this journey, I realized that my main goal was going to be seeing how fast I could get the push-ups done. And the reason for that is because I've been lifting for about 5.5, 6 years now. So as a result, most of my gains have already come in, and doing push-ups at this capacity really isn't going to make too much of a difference. And I'm saying this again, even though I said it earlier on in the video, because I feel like it's worth mentioning twice. It's an important message that I feel like you have to get across. When I first got into the fitness space as just a fan and somebody that wasn't creating any kind of content, I was really interested in seeing how I could get bigger. And at that time, you would see a lot of calisthenic guys who maybe weren't the most professional, talking about doing push-ups to increase your gains. If you're newer to the gym, this might work to some extent, but in my opinion, it probably isn't the best long-term solution. Instead, you should be sticking to compound movements like bench press and incline bench press. You can even use dumbbells in different varieties. This is going to help you gain the most amount of muscle in the shortest period of time, at least in my experience. But of course, I'm saying that without being a professional, so if you are looking to get bigger and add on more muscle, it would probably be a good idea to stick to following the guys who are true personal trainers. Typically, whenever I make videos like this, whether it's a challenge or even a full day of eating, I'm just speaking from my own experience. I'm not necessarily speaking from the experience of somebody that's read through the literature and tried to take those steps forward to distribute the literature. At the end of the day, I feel like my method is simple, but also sustainable. So again, my recommendation would be to stick to those compound movements to see the best results. Not only are you not going to see a substantial amount of muscle put on, but you're also going to increase the risk of injury. External factors like rock climbing for me really made me feel the pinching in my elbow, and this could be a result of poor form. Technique matters anytime you're doing any kind of lift, and the more reps you're doing, the more inclined you are to kind of fall back on that form and technique. So in my opinion, the risk isn't really worth the minimal reward that you're getting anyways. Instead, like I said, stick to those compound movements and practice progressive overload. Add on more weight and try to see how strong you can possibly get. When the weight plateaus, maybe consider increasing the rep range or of course switching up your routine. There are different type of accessory movements that you can use that will help you increase your strength. I know some people have recommended dips to help me get better from a tricep standpoint to help push the weight. Again, not a personal trainer. This is just something that's been recommended to me, and I have seen some results, but I don't know if that's necessarily the best route. It's just an example of one of many accessory exercises that you can do to improve your strength and of course improve your gains. With that said, you can see my before and after that there wasn't a ton of progress made throughout the week. However, the same can't be said for the amount of time it took me to finish these push-ups. When I started out, I was looking around 5 minutes, and by the time I finished, I was sitting at around 4.5. So that does show that there was some progress made, even if it was at the expense of maybe, an elbow injury. Okay, the elbow injury really isn't that bad, but the point is, if you're overexerting or doing these movements too often in crazy high volumes and you're sacrificing your form, you may end up having an injury. And I do want to stress that because if you are injured doing something like this, it could sacrifice the time that you're able to spend in the gym making better progress. And while things like push-up challenges or someone telling you to do 100 push-ups before you go to bed at night or when you first wake up aren't as popular as they once were, it was still a fun challenge to try and push myself and see if I could improve at something. So if there is one other takeaway that you can take from this, it's that it's important to challenge yourself and try new things, but of course, do it safely. Of course, I'm a man of my word, so I will be getting Hannah her chocolate cake. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you enjoyed today's content, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And of course, in tradition, I have to thank all of my new viewers who have been subscribing. Once again, I'm super thankful for everyone that's been, getting active in the comments and things like that. And I really feel like this channel is starting to take steps forward. So with that said, I'll see you all in the next video.